So just thought I'd make this video just to give a little detail on how we actually remove the steel skin from the BMW e30 roof before we actually fit the carbon fibre roof. Now a lot of the e30s suffer from rust around the sunroofs, so what the process of this roof is we actually remove the full outer skin of the original roof, leaving this about 4.5 inch area all the way around. Now, how you know where to cut this area off is inside the car there is a structural strengthening point, and that is like an internal frame that this roof skin fits to. So that actually finishes this far out on the roof. So the roof is actually glued, the outer skin of the roof, which is just over, just under 1 mil, is glued to the inner structure. So we cut this off at the edge of the inner structure where the roof skin goes from double skin to single skin. That leaves this shape all the way around. So I'll walk just to the front of the car as well so you can see. So that leaves basically a ring of metal all the way around the car. Now the good thing about that is that's still attached to the internal structure, and it's still very, very rigid. We actually sell this internal support, which, as you can see, this internal support here, that goes between the B pillars. That internal support we actually sell in fiberglass or carbon fibre. That doesn't add any strength whatsoever. It literally just stops the roof skin from flapping in the middle. So when the roof skin, even the steel skin, is 0.8 of a millimetre, that will flap if that bar wasn't in there. So what that allows us to do is we sand off all the paint down to bare metal. I usually sand to this area here just above the gutter. So as you can see, this is the gutter, just here where your chrome trim would go on, or your dark trim, and then you've got 2 steps, and the final line is where I sand to, all the way around the roof, down the sides. I actually sand across here and right to the very edge of the curve. So the very edge of the curve of the roof we sand to just here. And then moving to the front, we actually sand to just over the curve. We take it onto the spot weld flange, which is this area here, this inch wide area. I sand that back to bare metal all the way around wherever the roof is going to sit. Our roofs actually come down and over this edge, so they actually follow the contour, and that's how you know you've got your roof in exactly the correct place, when the contour is glued down and it's following that shape. So we sand all the way down off that edge, and what we would do is we would cut the roof. I will show you in a later video, in the later part of this video, but we actually cut the roof at that angle across there, into the gutter. Again, this is the gutter, so I cut the skin of the carbon roof across there, or the fiberglass, and that will allow me to, if you're going to paint this roof, if you're going to paint a carbon fibre roof, you can skim fill this area and lose the step of the roof. There is a second option. All our roof skins come with a step down, which the original skin had from factory before they were fitted, and that step down goes in and under the A pillar and the C pillar, and then the roof was brazed. So you can actually fit the roof like that as well if you want, but to do that you would have to remove this entire skin of metal all the way along, and that then only leaves a small 25mm bonding surface and a small sort of 10mm bonding surface up here. So to give added strength and make it more rigid and stronger, I would actually suggest to just cut the roof skin straight across here, removing that step down that our roofs come with, and gluing the roof directly on this 6 inches at the front, 4 to 5 inches at the side, and that will give you a really, really good bonding surface. The roof will not flap, the roof will not fly off, and it will be structurally sound. So I'm just going to see if I can get the camera inside the car, just so you can see how the roof skin is cut just inside there, to give you some idea. So here we are, we're inside the car, and as you can see, this surface again is a flat surface, isn't the spot weld surface. on all the internal structures in here, they aren't spot weld surfaces. That surface is just a glue joint between the outer skin and the internal structure. Now this is an internal structure of the E30 roof that carries on down the A pillars, down the actual B pillars, and down the C pillars, all the way down. And that is undisturbed. We haven't cut that piece at all. We cut the skin, which is this middle section, back to it. So we just cut that section out all the way around, and that just allows you to remove as much of the old rusty roof as you can, steel roof, and then glue the carbon fibre roof over. So I'm now going to start work on this roof. First of all, we're going to grind back, sand back all the paint off this roof back down to bare metal. Once that's done, I'll then go inside and paint the inner support white, and then we'll remove this center material and we'll start adding our glue, and at that point I'll do another video. Just before I glue the roof skin on, I will do a video and a description of what we're doing and what we've done. And then once it's glued on, I'll show you how we brace the roof down whilst it sets. The glue that we're using is a slow drying glue. We don't want glue to give off a lot of heat, or glue that gives off a lot of heat once it cures, because none of our carbon parts are post cured. So what that means is that after the part is made, the part would be placed in an oven and allowed to cure for 24 hours, up to 30 hours. And they raise the temperature slowly in increments from 50 degrees to 100 degrees, 120 degrees, all the way up to the desired temperature. And what that does is that stops the carbon from warping under high temperature. So this roof will never really experience high temperatures like exhaust manifolds or engine parts, but the glue that you can buy on the market, some glues give off a lot of heat as they cure, and what they can cause is the roof skin to ripple where the glue is touching the two areas. So the glue between the metal and the carbon fibre itself, that can cause it to ripple, and the worst thing you can do is end up with a ripply roof down here and perfect in the middle. So I suggest you use a slow setting glue. Expect the glue to take 3 days to cure properly before you can start to either use the car or start to fit the window frame. But yeah, the next stage of the process will be along soon.